And welcome. Welcome to Danfo Conversations. We're not quite going jiggy jaga jiggy today because where we're going is sublime. It's beautiful. It's inspiring. It's encouraging. And, you know, when I came through, or when I came across, that's the word, good God, Cecile, get your friggin' words in. Right, when I came across their post, I've been like, I'm thinking I should be 70. It's really not fair because, you know, why is it that only 70-year-olds are allowed and all of that stuff? But I'm not 70. However, what it does is it gives me hope for when I'm 70. It really encourages me and just makes me happy. Where are we going today? You know, you're always hearing about, Nigeria has a vast, 60 odd % of our population are young people, and everything is always geared towards young people all the time, every time. At least, as if old people don't matter. I mean, like, literally, as if old people don't matter. And for somebody like me who grew up abroad, I remember I always used to say to myself, I didn't know when it was, as you all know the gist. We gist every Friday. I always said I would move back to Nigeria as an older person because Nigeria respects the aged. Nigeria is where you can grow old and be free and you get invited to parties. Nobody forgets you behind. But that's been changing. That's really been changing, in case you all haven't noticed. We're seeing more and more old people who are literally by themselves. Why? Because diaspora. Many young people, all these jackpot, many young people are moving abroad. Families are moving abroad and coming back to visit becomes more expensive. Therefore, mom and dad get left behind. So there is a solution, people. As you can probably hear, I am smiling. There's a solution. The solution is called Yaniura. Yes, Yaniura. Those of you who normally listen, you know what Yaniura is. So my guest today is Yemi Damola, who is the co-founder and director of operations and program at Yaniura Elders Oasis. Did you hear that? Elders Oasis. My second guest is the operations manager of Yaniura Elders Oasis. His name is Afiz Olaiwola. So today we are going to be talking about, you guessed it, our elders. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
You can come closer. You can bring this thing to yourself and up. Yeah, so we can hear you. Right, Yemi, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Her volume is low. I need a volume up. Thank you. Afiz, how are you?
Very well. Thank you for having us.
So, whose idea was Yaniura? How did it come up?
It was my mother's idea.
Tell me.
Yes. So about 5 years ago, my mother kept thinking to herself, there has to be a way where we can allow my grandmother and the older women of our family to have more enjoyment. We live in America. We have family members who live here in Lagos and in other parts of the world, but we just noticed that my grandmother and many of her friends who are still alive or her cousins who are still alive, they didn't really have anything to do, similarly as you were speaking about just now. And we just kept thinking to ourselves, there has to be a way to engage them with people their own age and bring enjoyment and like the zest of life back to them. Mm-hmm. Because yes, they might be older, but they still deserve to enjoy life. So that's really how the idea started. Unfortunately, my grandmother passed away before we could have actually created Yaniura and brought it to Lagos. But we created it as a family in her honor. So yeah.
Wonderful. So how many years ago was that?
So it was 5 years ago that the idea started, in terms of we all started talking about it little by little. Mm-hmm. But we actually only opened Yaniura in June, so it's only 2 months old.
No way. Afiz?
Yeah.
No way.
June 19th?
Yeah, June 19th.
And how many members do you have? Because I'm always seeing all these, like, oh, I mean, they have the, look, Lagos, you've got to call in. They have the best of times.
It's fun.
How many members do you have now?
Oh gosh. In terms of individual IAs who have gone to the center, at this point, well over 100. Yesterday, for example, we had the dance, which is what many people have seen on Instagram. We had 44 IAs who were there yesterday.
Wow, 44 years. I love how you call them years. Afis, tell me, what's it like being operations manager of such a center?
So when they started, it was basically we wanted it to grow. Where we are right now is not where we thought
You'd
it
be.
would be.
So quickly.
Where we are right now, we thought this would be in like a year or two. I remember when we started, for like first 2 weeks, we had just 300 followers on Instagram, and we're cool. We're basically 10 years, which some of they call themselves now the foundation years.
Nice.
So they grew to 15 thereabouts. So we're managing that, and then that video blew up, and here we are.
Wow.
I think we're on almost 2,000 on Instagram now.
Yeah,
Wow.
almost 2,000.
Followers, and
Wow.
it's been crazy.
Amazing.
It's been fun.
Yeah, I can look. I'm still physically going to come and visit because they can't be having all the fun by themselves. I mean, like, literally, I keep playing your videos. One video I come across and I'll play it over and over again, and I'm looking for that year that's not going to dance. And no, there's none of them. They're all dancing. They're all moving. Tell me something. One of the things that, and if you don't know Lagos, you should already know by now, is that when it comes to old people, how important is movement?
Oh, it's incredibly important. As they get older, yes, the body might have more challenges and more difficulties, but it doesn't mean that you can't still engage them. And also at Yaniura, we're engaging them at their level, right? We never want to push them more than what they're capable of. And so the facilitator that we have, Onoma, she's amazing.
Yeah,
she
she's
tells
great,
them,
yeah.
she's wonderful.
Yeah.
She always tells them, we want you to challenge yourself, but do what you can do, right? So she knows how to teach them if they're sitting down. She knows how to teach them if they prefer to stand up. She's half of the dance, they're seated. So it's not incredibly taxing for the ones who can't stand the whole time. And she works with them as they are. And our staff is also there to support them physically. And then many of them might have nurses, or they might have like caregivers who come to the center with them, and we make space for them as well to assist during the dance. But I mean, movement is so incredibly important for their physical body, but also for their mental health as well, for their emotional health, to get things out, right? Through dance, through walking, through running if they can run, whatever it is. It's really helpful for the entire body holistically.
Absolutely, I can tell you that for sure because I've got bad knees. So if I sit down for too long, Zainab knows. Lagos knows. I tell them all the time. And this is the thing. One of the things that I want to ask about, and I think people will be curious about, is, is there any kind of medical support there at all? Who wants to talk about that? Operations? Yeah.
We have a day where we sort of do the basic medically, take BPs, check their weights, and just the basic. But we really don't want to go too deep into the real
their personal,
medical
their personal
conditions.
health, yeah.
And even without doing that, we got a lot of positive reviews from people. I know somebody who walked in and he noticed, I don't want to go into the details of what condition, but he came in and he was so shocked how his sister is now responding to them. She now recognizes the family members and all. And basically, they spent a lot of money medically without any results. And here she is now. She's dancing.
Yeah.
She's eager. She wants to go out. She remembers things. There's another grandma who's 94. Probably will see the video on
Incredible.
on the
Yeah.
page. She stays in Ibadan.
And they bring her from Ibadan.
Somehow the whole plan was for her to come once a month. Somehow grandma has bullied them. They've relocated grandma to Lagos.
I love grandma.
She comes every week.
Wow.
And She told me something one day, and I was shocked.
What did
She
she
said
say?
you get to a point where she was at the point where she was just waiting for God's call.
Oh wow.
But now she's looking forward to next
She's looking
week.
forward to life.
There's something
She's looking forward to
looking
100
forward
and
to.
above. Yeah. Incredible. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because one of the other things that came to, Lagos, I can't, honestly, I can't talk enough about how excited and how emotional I feel about this center. I really can't. I've never met my two guests before. All I did was come across this video and I went through the handles and I just thought, and even now I'm coming close to tears. And I'll tell you why. It's a very emotional, topic, in the sense that a lot of older women suffer from dementia. And when they're alone, they go missing.
Mm-hmm.
In the hands of the wrong carer,
Mm-hmm.
they go missing. How does your center, how important it is to stimulate older people in order to stem off things like dementia?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it's incredibly important. There's so many different things that you can do, and that's why we're very holistic in the way that we have scheduled our programming. It's not just about dance, which is the most popular thing that people have seen, but we also want to make sure that these women are connecting with one another, right? It's 70 plus for a reason, so that all
Yeah.
of these women are of the same generation, right? They are probably living in the same neighborhoods, although sometimes we do have women coming from different further away neighborhoods than where the center is located in Surulere. We also want to make sure that they have opportunities to create, right? So we have art days and we have art supplies at the center, so that if they don't want to watch TV that day or they don't want to join a discussion, they can use colored pencils. You should see these women when they are using colored pencils and the beautiful art that they create.
Wow.
It's wonderful. And you'd never think that at that age that's something that they would be interested in.
Yeah.
But you can see the joy that they've created something. And it's not just, creating a family. It's not just creating, a business like they might have done when they're younger. But for them to know even in their older age, they still have the ability to create, right?
Yeah.
All of those are incredibly important because it allows them to stimulate their mind, and it allows, the neural pathways which maybe have been struggling for different reasons to re-engage. And it allows for them to really come back to life, as Afis was just discussing. So,
Yeah. And that's the thing. It is about that stimulation, and we forget how important creativity is. You can call 0201 4657190. You can send a message to 0809 597 5805, or you can call 0201 2770993. I know you're all thinking Cecile Gay is really like we're going gentle today. Yes, it's Danfo Conversations. It's not another show. It is still Danfo Conversations, but it's not every time. Our Danfo must go jiggy jaga jiggy. Sometimes, don't you all disrespect our Danfo? You Danfo Conversation, as you know now. Sometimes our Danfo just sways and moves because it's carrying the elderly. Unlike those of you, all you, the rascals, you've already started calling. All you rascals, I'll be able to answer your call. Once Zainab comes back into the studio, she just popped out quickly, but keep the calls coming. And that's the thing, Hafiz, it's about that, people forget the importance of creativity.
Yeah.
And especially in their generation where they weren't allowed to be artists, they weren't encouraged to be dancers, anything to do with the creative world, they were told, Otio, you must go to school, you must graduate, and you must be a wife, then you must have a mother, otherwise you will then have children, otherwise after children you will then have grandchildren. But all these children grow up, the grandchildren call once in a while, that's if they bother to call at all, right? And now you have, like I said before, you have all these older women that's out there with nobody. I'll give you a story. This is really, it's a really emotional topic for me, because if anybody out there is listening, let me tell you now, if you want to dedicate your time, if you've got some spare change, then you're either going to need to contribute to Yaniura, and they're not asking me to do this. Honestly, if you care about the elderly and you have some spare change, or you've got a mother, So unfortunately, and I'm going to be asking them why is only mothers. I'll ask them. They have query on that one, right? But if you've got a mother that you need stimulated, that it's not because you don't love her, you just don't have the time, the space, and life is, God knows, incredibly hard. Stay listening, because I'm going to be giving out their phone number and they're going to be telling you how you can register. So let me tell you this story. A friend of mine, a very, very close friend of mine, lives on the island here, and I'm speaking to her on the phone. And then she says, she starts talking to her neighbor. She says to me, hold on. She starts talking to her neighbor. And then she said, when she got a phone, she said, oh, you know my neighbor, don't you? She mentions them. I said, yeah. She said, yeah. She's got full-on dementia as setting. But here's the thing. The woman is only 65. I am 55. So just to give you an idea. And I was in shock. And I'm like, where are her children? Her children are abroad. All of them are abroad. It's only the carer that's with her. The carer comes in. The children can't give up their lives, can they? None of them live here. And I'm saying to my girl, okay, I hope the security are aware not to open the gate. Not to open the gate for her, because she wanders around the compound. What's the lesson that we need to learn from that as a society?
I feel like there's so many lessons we need to learn from that. I guess the first one is that whether it's dementia or any other type of cognitive impairment, that it can come earlier than we expect it to, and that we as a society, not just as a family, right, but as a society and as a country, need to find better ways to support one another. We also need to educate ourselves. Because like you said, right, what you said is so simple, that the security should not open the gate. But maybe they don't realize what's happening, right? But if they did, if they're told, then they too would think to themselves, oh, you know what? We probably shouldn't open the gate so that Mama is safe at all times, right? And we can watch her. So I think there are different things that we could learn from that story. But again, I think the biggest one is that we should all be here supporting each other.
We'll be right back after this, and I'll be picking up your calls.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Welcome back to Danfo Conversations. We're going gently today. Yes, you can call. Let me pick up your calls. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Domshak Yusuf. I'm calling from Jos.
Go ahead, Domshak. Oh, Jos, nice.
Okay. This, and good afternoon to your guests.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This topic that they bring is really, I'm really overwhelmed, you know, because this is what I've been thinking of when I see older people. I have like two elderly women around me where I always buy things and give them. I go and sit down with them and make them laugh. They say, you are funny and all this. You know, I've been thinking how, I said, if I had money, I would just open a place and keep them and be, you know, playing with them and then teach them how to, you know, live a righteous life. You know, after they live, then when they die, they just go to heaven straight and all that. You know, the ones who are giving their life to Christ and all that. You know, I always have that thing. And when this topic come in, I was just, in fact, I don't know.
So let me ask you a question. So in Jos, is there any center like that in Jos?
Ma?
Is there any center for older people in Jos where older people can go to, whether it's in a mosque or in a church?
There is none at all.
You mentioned you're clearly a religious person, and I presume you go to church. Why not talk to your church? Talk to your church to create a center.
Maybe I would do that.
Yes, challenge the pastor. After all, what are you people giving them? What's that thing churches do? Offerings and I don't know. What are you dashing your money to them for? right? So if you're giving offerings and
Yes.
tithes, that's what tithing is for, surely.
Yes.
All right.
I want to ask you, guys,
Go
if
ahead.
they are, yes, I want to ask you, guys, if they are thinking of, having a branches, or if they, if they are thinking of having branches and all that.
Yes.
So maybe that's where I can come in and
Thank you.
to
It's on my
engage
list.
other people.
Okay, it's on my list of questions for them. But first, I am charging you with this action. Go to your pastor,
Oh.
talk to your church, tell them to create a center for old people in that church. I'm sure they can afford it. All right, thank you so much for
Okay,
calling.
okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank God.
Right, I have a message here. I have a message here from home. Let's see. You didn't put your name. It says, okay, this is a good development. We were looking for a center for my mother, and we ended up taking her to a center run by a Catholic church. They have been doing this for decades, but it's a welcome development that we have a private one, thanks Zainab, that we have a private one, but the fear and stigma is still there in Nigeria, taking your mother or father to old people's center. What are your guests doing to break down that cultural norm? Is it a cultural norm though? Is it? What do you think, Hafiz?
It is a cultural norm. On this side of the world, I don't think we don't do homes.
Yeah,
Care
we don't.
homes, we don't.
We're supposed to look after our
It
older.
was basically so. Right now, we even have a lot of issues, and most of the grandmas, all their job right now is to look after the grandkids. And their holidays now, so we have a lot of kids coming with them to the center to just because
Unpaid nannies.
unpaid nannies, exactly. Exactly.
So what do you think? Hold on, let me answer that call. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, Sister Oge.
Oh, Mrs. Oboli, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. Good afternoon to your guest
I
as
can
well.
hear you.
Good afternoon.
Good
Sister
afternoon.
Oge, today's Danfo conversations, we're operating on a country level.
We're operating on a level that's not going to. We have our elderlies on the bus, so we must
Exactly.
not. It's
We will
jejely.
not do jiggy jaga with them. We
Jejely,
just
lomo
do-
long. That's how we're going. Jejely. No jiggy jaga. You better tell the likes of Chief Mister, and what's his name, Merchant Man. They better not jiggy jaga
They
today.
should be calming down.
They should be calming down. Yes, indeed. What do you
So,
have to say, Mrs. Oboli? Tell me.
Sister Oge, back in the day, people used to be scared of aging because of the stigmatization being labeled with this. For fear of neglect, for fear of being labeled this and that, dementia, fear of being termed a burden after their own years of investment in the lives of their own children, in bettering the lot of their children. So my happiness in all of this afternoon is that Yaniura is building a community where our heroes who have imputed their own lives, spill themselves over the lives of humanity, can find a safe space of self-love, support, and the zeal to bud and thrive in their own safe space, beyond gates, unabated, yet pursuing their innate passion in old age and living their dreams while they are at it. So I want to commend your guest this afternoon for coming to the studio to share their contributions towards humanity and to also see how we can partner with what they are doing. But I have two quick questions.
Go ahead.
One, is there a safe space like this for men? See, whenever we go for
they have that query
meeting and all these things, you understand? And this graduation, these children, they are really accolades on the women. You will hear every time, Yaniura. Baba, people will come with all your beautiful
Baba is
songs.
jiggy. That's how
You
the song
understand?
goes.
For the
Yaniura,
women.
Baba
And the
ni
men will raise
jiggy.
a luta any minute from now.
Yeah.
You get. So I want to also hear if there's something in the pipeline for the men as well.
Okay,
Secondly,
thank you. Okay, go on.
what can we, the
quickly.
listeners, do?
You might need to
make-
write down the questions. Can you give them some paper or whoever's going
All
to
right.
write it down? Go ahead.
What can we, the
Because
listeners,
the lines
do
are going now.
to make this project fly as we provide more centers and safe spaces like this in
Okay.
future for other people?
Okay.
There are not safe spaces like this in other states. So Lagos is also doing its part, Thank you for bringing them on air.
Thank you
You're
very
doing
much.
an amazing job. Mwah!
Mwah! Thank you, Mrs. Oboli. Thank you. Right, the calls are coming in. Hello. Okay, you snooze, you lose. This is still Danfo. You don't stop for anybody anyway. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Where you calling from?
But I'm also from Surulere.
Pastor Badam. Pastor Badam, you're a local to Yaniura, but unfortunately they don't take men. You are going to ask the question.
My question is, what do we do to the children that seems to abandon their parents?
What can we do to them? They have to live their lives.
What can we do?
Yeah, but what can you do? Pastor Badam,
what can we do?
But they've got to live their lives. I mean, and this is the cycle of life. It's ubiquitous.
Now you see, people, old people suffer from dementia or Alzheimer's and all sort of bad disease, and they regret coming to life. They will have given all they have to the children, and when the children settle, they say, "I cannot give up my life for you," so they just move, they just go, and that's really terrible. What we should do is to try and kind of tell the children to organize something for their parents.
This is what Yaniura is there for.
But they are not the children. This is an organization that wants to keep old people. But old people's home.
But Pastor Gadamosi, Pastor Gadamosi, may I ask how old you are? Do you mind?
Me?
Yes, sir.
I'm 74.
Right, sir. Perfect age. So imagine, excuse me.
Yes.
You're 74. Your children are living abroad because you've educated them well. They've found jobs abroad. They've had kids abroad. They've gotten married. Whether it's not even abroad, whether some of them are even in the north and the parents are in the south, or they're in the south and the parents are in the north, or whatever. What I'm saying is the ubiquity of life is a cycle. It is that we must absolutely. So in that case, every parent expects their child to go further, to progress, to be successful, to create their own structure. That is the cycle. That it is but that's what I'm saying. The likes of the center,
kind of ailment.
Yeah, but the center is where people go to actually stem off that loneliness that can bring on dementia. The center is not replacing the children. The center is saying, come hang out with new people, make new friends, dance a bit, eat a bit, rock a bit, and feel yourself a bit.
It's all about old people's home.
Yeah, but it's a day center, though, Pastor Badamos, and I think this is it. You speak to that stigma.
That's not our culture. That's not Yoruba culture.
What has Yoruba culture got to do with it, though? What has the culture got to do with it?
You dump old people
it is not a dump.
You don't dump them in old people.
Did you not drop your child in nursery school? No, but did you not drop your child in nursery school? Did you not drop your but is that children's home? Yes, sir. I'm very funny. I know, sir. Thank you. Much. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. I have a message here. Good day, Cecile. Are they on social media? What are their social media handles, please? How does one reach out to them? Grandma Lara, thank you. You're the people that we're trying to reach. You all are calling now. Let me just calm you people down, because I know what you're like. You'll be calling and say, Pastor McBurnham should not have said that. He had said what he said. You better be calling with your own contribution. Don't be coming to actually attack his contribution. He said what he said, and we had a conversation about it. Let's talk. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
If you're not there, you lose. Hello? Hello? What is it? Hello? Are you there? Oh, Lord. Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, how are you?
I'm very well, Kenny. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. All right. Hello to your guest.
Yeah.
Listening to, the way you're describing the location, it reminds me of PBS Kids, where there's this show with this registered nurse, and she does exercises with old people, the finger exercises. And Jimmy Kimmel Live was, kind of like making a humor of it. But anyway, that's just on a lighter note. What I would say is that I love the concept of what they're doing, and I just want to give a suggestion. The lady from America, she would definitely understand perfectly what.
Yomi. Yes.
Yomi. Yeah, Yomi. You know how when people are in kindergarten, they like to get all these awards and everything. I'm thinking that the nanogenarian in the midst right there, if care is not taken, she's a 3-star general. Which means, like, I'm telling you, if care is not taken, if she's 94, she might actually be a great grandma, And so she's a 3-star general. So I'm thinking, just on that lighter note, when they're now getting, like, young children to have designations for them, oh, here comes the 3-star general, recognize her as such, and the system, things will make them feel recognized, important, and possibly, Miss Congeniality, Mr. Congeniality, Miss Most Creative. Nothing so steep in competition, but just acknowledging and recognizing their strengths. I don't know what she thinks about it.
Thank you very much, Kenny.
You're welcome.
Right, let me give my guest a chance to talk before I answer more of your calls. Keep it coming in.
Sure. So I'll just address that suggestion. That's a beautiful suggestion, so thank you very much. We actually already thought of that, and so we're going to incorporate that into the holiday season when we have our end-of-the-year party with them.
Oh, nice.
I'm glad we're thinking on the same wavelengths.
Nice. Anything else you want to respond? Yes.
To add to that, we had a birthday party so we had it in mind to do like a monthly for everybody in a month. But when we mentioned it for August, the people before August threw a tantrum and said, no, that their birthdays had passed.
You can't do that.
So we had to do for everybody from
January. On one day.
From January to August. And at that, we had the best dancer.
Oh, nice.
Best dress. You should have seen the galas and all full
I can imagine.
Attires and all. So, we love the suggestion. I will definitely incorporate it at some point.
Thank you, Hafiz. I mean, where is... there was a question about the culture, and then my lovely, amazing regular listener, Pastor Badamosi, calls, and he's speaking to that stigma, that cultural stigma. What do you have to say to that?
I mean, I would say the first thing, and you already mentioned it, so thank you for mentioning it, it's not an old person's home. So we're not replacing the care that children are supposed to be giving to their family members, whether it's their parents or aunts and uncles who are older members of the family. I have one of my great aunts comes to the center. That doesn't replace the care that we provide for her at home. This is just an additional avenue for care during the day. We're a daytime center, and so therefore, especially when these IAs would be at home anyway during that time.
Doing nothing.
Because they're, doing nothing, or maybe watching TV, praying, of course.
Africa Magic, God forbid.
I've watched so much African Magic on this trip, yes. But their kids, their grandkids are at work, right? They're doing other things during the day anyway. They're not attending to them unless they've decided to take an absence from work to be there with them. So we're just facilitating and providing an avenue so that families have a little bit of extra support, because the other thing we're not quite talking about today, but, people often forget, is the burden that caregivers can
Talk
feel.
about it. Today is about talking about our elderly. But before you move on, though, don't forget, mention what time to what time.
Sure. So Yaniura, so the center itself is open during the day. Right now we are open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 11 to 4. But starting September 1st, we will be open Monday through Friday.
Because of
all of the interest. We need to make sure that we give more space for the EAs who are interested. And so therefore we're expanding our operations to be daily operations during the week.
Excellent. Do you want to speak to that pressure of carers, what carers go through?
Right now, we haven't had any major issues. All the years that we have are basically the angels I've ever met. Just sweet. The prayers they give every day just when they come and when they go.
It's encouraging, yeah.
Is the best.
Yeah.
And they let you know, even the ones who had pain somewhere are telling us now that, she can move well now. Even Onome was saying how they used to do whatever they used to do used to be 5 cycles. Now they're doing 10 and there's no complaints. The knees are getting better.
Excellent.
They're getting special. It's just, as I would say, I don't think they're difficult, because a lot of people make it seem like taking care of an elderly person is difficult. Yeah, it might be, but also the way we go about it might also be an issue. So just
go ahead,
giving them a whole lot of care, free hand. So they come. Some would just decide they're not watching movies today. They want to play
do
Ludos.
something else.
They want to play Ayo. They want to do this. They want to paint. This. The one I was telling you about, the dementia. She was with her nurse one day, and they were just gisting. And the next thing she goes, she had a painting she didn't finish last week. The nurse basically jumped up. Wow. So she doesn't even talk at home. She doesn't respond. So what the nurse does now is plays her videos of
the center
the day to her. When she smiles, she enjoys it, and that prepares her for the next day. So she's eager. She's going to the next day. Oh, blah blah blah.
Thank you.
And all. So this is basically what we didn't have any experience going into this. This is just us.
Excellent.
As we said, we're just experimenting.
You're coming from a place of love.
You're
coming from a place of love and care and community. And that doesn't require training. That just requires humanity, right? Because I always say to people, and the same applies whether you're a doctor, a president, a politician, whether you're a lover, a child, those who care plan. I keep telling all of you, it's really that simple. Those who care plan. Let's talk. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. How are you doing?
I'm very Titi Lokpe. Yes, how are you?
Thank you. I am very proud of you and the people in your studio here.
I'm very proud of them too. I will claim it with them.
They are the second I will see in Nigeria, and they are the first because here is charitable. It's not for profit. The one I saw in Ibadan is for profit making.
What do you mean by for profit?
It's a business-oriented one. You bring in your elderly, they pay, they take care of them, they can go back home, they can stay in-house, but they take proper care of them.
Yeah, but they pay. You pay for Yaniura as well. No, you don't pay.
No, it's free.
Okay.
No, it's free. Oh my word, Yaniura is free.
For the ES, yeah.
It's free. Yeah, it's charitable. Yeah. Then number 2, ma. Another one in Malawi. There is a young lady of less than 25-year-old in Malawi. I don't know whether they are aware of her. I forgot her name now. She gathered elderly people all over in her community and she takes care of them. She's been doing it for more than 3 years now. Well known, popular. Do you know why I said I like this thing? And I wonder why they don't even ask Pastor Wadamosi. Pastors, imams, spiritualists, they will tell their children, don't go to your mother, she's a witch. And they will abandon these elderly people. They are part of the people contributing to the problems of the elderly ones.
Okay.
The economy is one another. And another document in Japan 2 years ago. Elderly men in Japan, most of them are in prison because they are lonely. They prefer to go to a shop, leave their items there.
That report came out this year, yes.
And go back to the prison. And the world avoids vacuum. There's the vacuum here. People don't go to the elderly people to go for holiday because of economy, because of what their pastors, the moms are telling them. And now, you people are coming to fill that vacuum.
Thank you.
I think you should go even to the Yoruba station, tell them in Yoruba, tell them in Igbo, tell them in any language.
Thank you.
I am in support of it, and I want to encourage you, keep doing it. Because you don't know what is going to happen to you.
We don't.
No matter how rich you can be today,
we don't.
No matter how healthy you can be today, the future is so uncertain. Nobody knows what the future holds for him or her.
Thank you very much.
Age.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you. It's free?
It's free.
Yes.
Oh God, I'm gonna cry.
As I said, the only criteria is you just have to be 70. That's all.
And you dare to say Nigerians are not good people? Like, seriously? Some dare to say Nigerians are not good people? If you say that on this show again without context, Odikwa, I will ban you ever again listening. Calls are coming in. Don't make me cry, guys. You all know how I get all emotional. Oh, Lord. What do I have it? Oh, yeah. Before we move on, because we're close, running out of time. Social media handle.
Yeah. Yaniura Oasis. So on Instagram, it's Yaniura Oasis, all lower letters. And then the website is yaniwuraoasis.com.
Did you hear that? Yaniura Oasis on Instagram. Yaniwuraoasis.com website. Okay. Now, let me read out the messages because they're coming in thick and fast. Where are we? Good afternoon, Sissy. Okay, one. Merchant man, I see you're behaving yourself, right? Hello to the briskly voiced guest. Aw. I'm impressed for the innovations you really bring through your program. Yes, you said you don't want Chief Mr. Koboko and the merchant man not to enter the Danfo with Jiggy Jaga mindset. We really, jejely and unwanyoli enjoy this program with your wonderful guests. I've missed your program for 4 months now. I'm highly indisposed. Oh, merchant man, I'm sending you love, healing, joy, and thanksgiving. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Do look after yourself. Don't let Tinubu economy get to you. All right, sir? Right, what have I got? Danfo, Sisioge, thanks for your guests, Yaniura. Truth is that women are being empowered, even in old age. Men too. I've not brought that quote to you. I knew it. Men too need care in their old age. I think children, abandoning their parents boils down to training and upbringing. I can't ever leave my parents. Well done for all these. That's from Ayo. What have I got? More Mustafa.
More news.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we'll be right back. And those were the songbirds of Yaniura, the songbirds of the Yaniura Oasis in Surulere. Yeah, I have a message here from Yomi. Yomi said, good afternoon, CKK Radio Goddess. I've been listening to the program. I'm very happy for Yaniura Elderly Oasis. I can't believe it is free. I know. I'm almost falling off my chair. Somebody had to pick me up. It's insane. It is actually free. How are they funding it? I'm shocked. God will continue to bless and protect the people in charge. I love the work. Thank you, the work they do. Yomi from Morio Konla. Thank you, Yomi. What have I got here? Chinedu, you cannot be sending long messages like this. Good afternoon, Chinedu in Jebode. Good afternoon, Sisoge. This topic on Yaniura got me emotional when I remembered one of my uncles whom I visited in my hometown during 1 December and had developed prostate issues in his old age and was bedridden. And when I introduced myself to him, he could hardly speak or remember me. And when he looked at me, it was as if he was staring emptiness. Staring into emptiness, and it took everything in me to fight back the tears when I left his presence. He later passed away, and he was 91. That was my only consolation, and this was in 2019. So yes, I truly appreciate the services to the elderly people your guests are rendering. Oh, Father Lord. So why don't we have a place for men? What happened to Babani Jigi? So you all know, those of you who know the Yaniura, Babani Jigi. Why is there no Babani Jigi Center? Oh, Hafiz, they said you're the one that must answer that. The query is yours.
So, from our own end, family-wise, we sort of realized that we have the babas in our own
your family
still have a lot of things they do. They are members of Eco Club,
Ikoyi Club and all of that stuff.
They still go out. They still hang out. They still have their friends and all. As you say, when the grandkids come home and they're dropped
Welcome.
Okay.
On the news this hour, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is urging investors in the United States to see Lagos State as the right place for their investment.
It's available to you 24/7.
Still on the news, Adamawa resident electoral commissioner is expected in Abuja.
It would be very correct to say that the latest pandemic in Nigeria is domestic violence.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Back with your number one station for talk.
And you'll be glad you did.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
This is Danfo Conversation with Ireti Bakare.
Welcome back to Danfo Conversations. I am still with Yemi and Afiz of Yaniura. Right, what do I have here? Very interesting topics, Suki. I would like to find out if there's any opportunity of volunteering. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so we have a lot of volunteering opportunities. We have volunteers at the center right now.
Okay.
And they're wonderful, and we'd love more. So
what's
if
the
anyone
process?
is interested, they can just go to our website and click on the Inquiries tab or the About Us and fill out the little contact form, and we'll get in contact with them.
Okay, did you hear that? Go to the website. Tell us the website again.
Yaniuraoasis.com.
Yaniuraoasis.com, one word, .com. And then go to
the inquiries
page and then fill in the form and somebody will be in touch with you. Thank you for that. That's what we do on Danfo Conversations. We are a community, albeit a crazy community, but we're a community nevertheless. Hello, Cecilia. I'm greeting you with a very tearful eye and emotional heart, but in a good, positive way. What I would really like to know is how they are sustaining themselves since the services they provide are free. This is your friendly neighbor, Oludo. God bless them always. Yes, keep that in mind. Hafiz, you are talking to us about men, about why there is no Babani Jigi.
For now. So, as I said, there's a lot of, from our own point of view, family-wise, it looks like all the elderly have somewhere to go. They're all members of one or two or more social clubs where they still attend. We have an 82-year-old, 81, 89, and so that's why we're really focusing on the years, and hopefully somebody else can, if not us, take up the role of doing something for the Babas at some point too. But as we are right now, we are fully focused on the years.
Excellent. Thank you very much. You are calling. Keep your calls coming in. You want to answer that question about how you sustain the center because it's free.
Yes. So as I mentioned at the very beginning of the show, my mom had this idea about 5 years ago. So the family has been planning for this for some time now. So although we're not having anyone provide payment for the membership of the IAs, we as a family have been prepping for this for years. So that's how we're able to sustain ourselves.
Did you hear that? That's how they sustain themselves. Let's talk. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I think what we need to do, that we should persuade the government to build old people's home in all local governments, and then in the SGA, that is the councillor's area. The councillor area is the closest place to the old people. The local government could be far away from them. So that is why we have the SGA, local, what they call it, the councillor area.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. And then those who want to build their private one, they should be helped with government to build the private. one. Then the person who wants to put someone there will need to pay yearly. Because I know Lagos State has their own old people's homes.
Yeah.
Hello?
Thank you. I can hear you.
We have the Catholic own.
Yeah.
Then CMS own has been closed for years. They don't. It's all functioning again. It's only the Catholic and the government own in one place in Lagos that is functioning. Then the individual that is there, it is not known. So they're supposed to publicize it and then let government be checking them to know how they are functioning.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Hello? Hello? Okay, you dropped the phone. I hear what you're saying. Government have their own. Government have their own. Now we have private ones. And I think what we need is more private ones. It doesn't stop government from doing their work. If Lagos State has one, and there are 20 million people in Lagos, how many is it serving? And that's not to put Lagos State down. Catholic Church has one. How many people go to Catholic Church? Just one. Or maybe there's several in other Catholic, in branches. I don't know. But what I do know is there is an urgent and absolutely important need for pretty much every community to have perhaps 2 or 3 Yaniuras across Lagos, across Ibadan, across Jos, across, I don't know, Abuja, across Anambra, across Onitsha, across wherever. That is what I feel is urgent. So if your government is not doing one in your state, yes, call them out. You know, that's what we're doing Danfo Conversations. But also see how you can reach out to all these so-called philanthropists and if they would sponsor one. That I'm going to leave you with an idea. That idea I'm going to leave with you. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Lady Oge. Is she okay?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, yeah, Bobo. What idea is need? And Sisi Oge and Lady Oge, yeah, Oge. Idea is need. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. So please, I want to ask. The Yaniura, is it only for women? Because
yes,
I can hear the young man there.
It's only for women. It's only for women.
It's only for women.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask the young man there. What did men do to men? No, I want to ask him. Now he was saying that he was saying that men have place to go, maybe meetings or from 81, 82. They have. What did men do to men? Now you see the man struggle and carries the family on his head. After the first thing that the son or the daughter would do after he got in a finished school and got employed, the first thing he would do is to remember that, oh, my mom is using bad phone, or my mom is not living well. And you first remember the mother.
Yes,
what
sir.
did men do to men?
What's your name again, sir? I can't stop laughing. What's your name again, sir? I missed your name.
My name is Upono.
Ukpono. You know who you sound like?
Ukpono.
You sound like Ruben Abati on Rise this morning. He's always saying that. Why is it always women? Why cannot really call the men? I feel.
But we just need to nail it on the head. This minus being funny. But
oh, yeah, me. I hear you, sir.
Truth.
I hear you, sir.
That is just the honest truth. It's like the man who carry the load, taking care of the children, taking care of the wife. Yet at last, the first thing they would do after everything, the man will be the number one thing to abandon.
Okay, sir.
That's why I'm asking the young man in the studio. What did men do to men?
Okay, thank you, sir.
What offense did men do to men?
Thank you, sir. Write that question down because you have to answer. What waiting man do man? Because normally, me is laughing. Normally they would say women do women. Now it's men doing men. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me hold on, Afis. Let me just read this. Good afternoon. Please, I'd like the contact of the lady that Uncle Jimmy discussed freelancing job with. Wrong person. Sorry, wrong show. Okay, we youths have stopped accepting Baba Nijigi title. We are now Baba Ni Akpata Jiggy easily gets broken. Greenwich, I like. So it's now Babani Akpata because they don't want to get broken. Afiz, what's the man do, man?
If you say it from that angle, I also feel somehow that when I'm 70,
where will you go?
Where would I go? But as I said, we're looking at it from a family point of view.
And that's it. It's what seeded it. It was just a family thing. Right. That's become something
and as I
big.
said, all our family, all the elderly men in our family still have somewhere they go to.
And, we can't deny this, Lagos, Nigeria, Jos, wherever you're listening from, Ibadan. Those of you who listen outside of Lagos, I mustn't forget you. Thank you for always joining the bus. We mustn't forget this. Ikoyi Club. Kiloko, what's that one in Surulere? Eagle Club. Eco Club. Yoruba Tennis Club. Kiniko Club. All that club. It's always men's club. Polo Club. All of them were actually created by the colonials, most of them, as gentlemen's clubs. So you see, now the thing where men do men, be say men, and don't you dare laugh at my broken. Be say men start from being selfish and no one do women. So men were doing themselves. You see, that's what happens. They say when you look after a woman, you look after the whole village. Perhaps you men should have been remembering to include your women much earlier. Let's talk. We're almost done. So you're gonna get 1 minute. Don't be coming and giving me any theory about man is doing man. Hello. Yeah, you can laugh. Don't worry. Hello.
Lady Ode.
Have you lady?
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
No. You were mentioning polo clubs and Ikoyi clubs and Yoruba tennis clubs. Those clubs, that it was meant for maybe people that are well to do in the society.
Yeah, but they were all men's clubs. Most of them.
What now?
Okay.
Now,
Now,
so why it's like that now?
What you're saying that is for the elites. It doesn't cover for the masses.
Men that are there now. Those men that are there now. Their wife being abroad with their daughter, being Omugo or one or two. No, this is just the truth. Because if you are not well to do, what will take you to Ikoyi Club?
I hear what you're saying, sir. You make a very good point.
Before you engage in tennis, you must have gotten some. Maybe you are a pensioner or you are working in one percent that you now say okay. Before then, you must have been a tennis person. That because
thank you.
Maybe
I need to wrap it up. Thank you. I hear you.
So there's no. I don't know why the gender thing is just being biased. Being biased.
Okay. Thank you very much. But here's the thing. Why doesn't a man out there open the same thing for men? Let me tell you something. When women get older, and whether you like it or not, it's just the way it is. When women get older, ask those of you who remember your mothers and ask them. They literally want to spend time with other women. They don't want to spend time with men. And they don't want men around. I can tell you that for a fact. As you all know, I was blessed with 3 mothers. One of them is still alive right now, and she's the same thing. As how? They want to spend time with other women. And I'm pretty sure men possibly are the same. So why doesn't somebody open a man's club? A Babani Akbata club? There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. They'll play drafts. They'll play chess. They'll do their dancing. But you're not going to get any naked nurses. Right, Jamie? We don't encourage naughty. You see, because the problem is, it'll be one of the sons that'll come around and say, Popsy, I have somebody who can do that dance that you like. And all his friends, all Popsy's friends will be like, we like it. No. But, jokes apart. I mean, at the end of the day, there is no reason why another club for men, the same club, Babani Akbata, can be opened for men only. I'm going to give you both 1 minute each before I round up because the time is going. And you see this Zainab that you see here? That's when she becomes Yaniura. You know, get off the phone, ma. You got all that mama malalayo. Yemi, what would you like to close with?
I just want to close with thank you. I really mean it. The amount of support that we've received on Instagram, people who have called us or messaged us, all of the listeners who have called in or sent messages, thank you for all of the support. We couldn't do all of this without the support. Like we said, it's a small family operation just to support the community and to support Lagos and Surulere specifically, and we just appreciate the support and hope that more people are sincerely encouraged to do more in their own communities for the elderly or other demographics that they really care about.
Absolutely. Thank you. Afiz, what would you like to close with?
Just the same thing. We've gotten calls, messages too from people even outside Lagos asking if Yaniura will be coming there or something similar. Even somebody, I think I can't remember, it was Asaba or Abuja.
Nice.
Was willing. I have the funds, but I don't have what it takes to actually do it. So we're like, okay, we can give you whatever little we've learned and all, so moral support and all, but there's no way, I don't think we're moving out of Lagos as at this time.
Not yet.
So as I say, we're encouraging a lot more people to do things like this. Not just in Yaniura, Babani Jigi, Babani Apata, and all. Let's give our elderly ones a lot more to look forward to. They're all going to be here longer. And just having something to look forward to makes them...
It gives them life.
It gives them life and gives you... And when you interact with them, you also get to experience life from another point of view.
Excellent. Excellent. And here's what I'm going to close with. Mrs. Aboli, I see your message. Sisi Ogeshebi, I asked the question about men and there was no response. Basically, it's the women that give, and continue giving. Our sacrifices are endless and limitless. So give it up for Yaniura Jari. And let me read this quickly. Sisege, good afternoon. Sisege, one, Mr. Merchant Man, one. What men did to men is simply individualistic, accountability, and ability to show it always tells it all. What did men do to men? How many times did you leave your business to attend your child's open day program, PTA meetings, when it's only your money that does the whole thing? Somebody is doing in proxy for you, i.e. your wife. And if you have narcissistic wife, she will always give the children the negative account that you're not doing anything for them, that you're an irresponsible man. Men must always show they're there for their children because they're watching everything going on in the house. Oh, Merchant Man, if I never told you before that I loved you, I love you. And that is what it boils down to. It literally is. Look, there are many men. There's a beautiful song about fathers, but there are many songs about mothers. It's not just in Nigeria. And yes, so I'll tell you for free, the most narcissistic of your parents is always your mother. They wrap everything around them. I tell my friends this all the time. My mother she's a narcissist, don't mind her. Everything is me. Am I lying? But they are. But interestingly, they also carry this burden. You see, you must remember that the women who are 70 plus, Omotioda goes to the Iya. Omo that does well goes to the Baba. So if the fathers have been saying, that child is an Olodo, is your child is yours, your child is yours, and then the child now grows up and becomes something greater than the Olodo you've been calling her or him, and they start looking after their mother. Like Merchant Man said, you all need to do better. So don't be vexing us. What you must do is create your own, and I will bring them in. If you know of a Babani Akpata Center, I will bring them in. Until then, we are going to stand up. Stay watching, because we're Nigerian folk. Let's get up. We're going to dance today's song because that's what they do in Yaniura. Let's get up, right? You can all listen before Zainab. Zainab, don't cut off my mic because you think I can't dance. Yeah, we're done. Thank you, Lagos. That has been Danfo Conversation. If you're calling from the abroad, then what are we doing? Somebody's calling from are you killing the music? So you don't want me to dance anymore? Mrs. Oboli is dancing. Merchantman is dancing. What have you done to the music? Is the call. The call should not be calling. Anyway, that is the end of possibly one of my most favorite Danfo Conversations. Oh yeah. I hope you're all dancing. Merchantman, I hope you're dancing. But Daddy is not dancing. You must not be watching that. I think he's doing man. You see, what did man do, man? Can you see? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to Yemi. Thank you to Hafiz. Thank you to Yemi. Thank you to Hafiz. Thank you for joining Danfo Conversations. You can take your mother to Yaniura Oresi Center in Surulere. Go on their website. Follow them on Instagram. Take care. I'll be right back at 4 o'clock. The serious show. When Cecile gets serious to do Borderlines. And I have Mr. Harriman. Do you know who he is? Go Google him. Titi Lokba, you're going to have questions. Emmanuel, I didn't hear from you today. Take care. All the best. Bye.
Join the conversation no matter where you are.